Welcome to the Making You, an accurate reflection of Christ podcast, where you become translucent glory. Now here's your host and glory teacher, Karen Pina.
I will never forget this night. Several months ago, when I turned in for bed and I laid my head down on the pillow, and God impressed upon my heart to go stand in a spot in our bedroom where His glory resides. I obeyed. And as soon as I stood there, I heard Him say, "You are entering into all night prayer to pick your team." I stood there and I stood there and I stood there under the weight of kavod. Finally, hours later, He released me to go to sleep. Next, people began to show up, asking, "What can I do to help?" We're talking today about picking your ministry and business team, and every episode here on this podcast, there is the natural and then there is the supernatural aspect of the topic. So come on in to learn about picking your ministry and business team. My spirit instructs me in the night. Psalm 16:7b says, "I bless the Lord who gives me counsel in the night. Also, my heart instructs me." The word counsel there is ya'atz. It's a Hebrew word. That means He will coach you. He will coach you. Wow. When's He going to do it? He's going to do it in the night. You can receive coaching in the night. Made zuvianama. As you sleep, He will give you business coaching. He'll coach you in the area of ministry. My heart there in that passage is kidneys, reins, the innermost seat of your will and emotions, or your inmost being, your spirit. He will coach your spirit in the night. Wow. And this is what I believe Jesus encountered in Luke 6:12 through 16, and what I encountered several months ago when praying all night for the right disciples. And this is why today I bless Him, because He counseled me in the night. I bless Him because He coached me in the night. My spirit man literally received His counsel concerning who is His choice of leadership for this work. You see, you can look at any business and ministry and you can ask yourself, is this man's choice or is this God's choice? We see this when Aaron's rod budded. He was God's choice. I want God's choice for you in your business and ministry team. I want it for myself. I have it. I laid hold of it in the spirit. And what are they doing? They're showing up, asking, what can I do to help? I want his choice because I stopped trusting myself a long, long, long time ago to pick the right people in my life. I mean, after you've made a mess of relationships, professional contacts, and colleagues, you learn to humble yourself and receive his choices for you. Mm, wow. I learned this lesson when it came to him picking my husband for me. He knows the heart of every man and every woman. And this is why the scripture says in Psalm 16:7b, my heart instructs me. You see that? He gave you that heart. He formed your heart. He can and will coach you, counsel you in the night by way of your heart. Stated differently, he will counsel you in the night in your spirit, man. Your encounter may not be like mine. He may instruct your heart in a night vision or a dream. He may instruct your spirit, man, in an open vision where you actually see the faces of the team members that he has chosen for your business and ministry team. So I don't want you to get bogged down with the how the instruction will come. Right now, I want you to open your spirit to receive the truth that he provides the necessary counsel to your heart about whose heart is right for the job. Which brings us to your heart, not your skills. 2 days ago, my husband and I sat on the sofa talking about all the new things Father is doing here in this work. While it is very exciting, it is a lot of work. Can you see how heavy I just got right there? It's a lot of work. And all the team members haven't showed up yet. And my husband knows me very well. He picked up on my heavy thoughts of, boy, is this a lot of work? And as a result, he turned to me and he said, if you could just find the right people. I paused and I replied, it's not the skill set. It's not even the level of difficulty with these tasks. What's challenging for me when working with people is that the heart, because I spell things out in such a way that anybody could do it. So choosing leaders for me isn't always about skill. People can become skillful if they maintain the posture of a pie chart. Allow me to explain the posture of a pie chart. See, a pie chart has multiple slices, right? And when a person is a pie chart, he or she is willing to do as little or as much as God desires at a specific time, just like a pie chart. There's some big slices, and then there are some small slices. In other words, when you behave like a pie chart, you are flexible, you're pliable, and you're moldable. It's a heart matter. See that? If your heart is not clean, is not willing, is not submitted, and is not humble, oh, it will show up in your unwillingness to be like clay in the master's hand. in the work that He's assigned the hands of another. Let me give you an example. Take a dancer. He or she may dance in a technically correct manner. He or she may possess the ability to choreograph all sorts of dances. However, because this individual's heart posture is not to dance before the Lord, he or she rigidly adheres to the technicality of the gift of dance instead of being flexible enough to lay aside all and to move in an unabandoned way that sets His people free from various bondages. Trained and skilled dancers can be hired anywhere. They're a dime a dozen. But I don't need a Juilliard school graduate at the Glory Tour, Texas. No, oh no. I need someone whose heart has been made into an accurate reflection of the heart of Christ, which means that he or she will dance with the necessary compassion to set others free. I need someone on my team whose gift can be controlled and reined in, not by me, by God Himself. I know you've seen an untamed vessel. Oh, it's like that prophet in training who gets the microphone and he or she veers all the way to the left. All the way to the left, left, forgetting that the spirit of the prophet is always subject to the prophet Jesus and those who have been made into an accurate reflection of His image. The concept of your heart and not your skills is what I'm after in allowing Him to choose the team members for the ministry and the business that He's given us. This concept of your heart, not your skills, is covered in great detail in chapter 3 of the Making book, which is the foundation material for our life's work. To indulge in this rich piece of spiritual meat, go to bit.ly, make me an accurate reflection. That's bit.ly, make me an accurate reflection, and every word there is capitalized. Now, I have a prophetic warning for you. Do not pick a 3-name man or woman for your business or ministry team. But you're going to have to come back next week to find out why I am closing this episode out with this warning. Your host and glory teacher here, Karen Pina, signing out. Blessings on the rest of your week. I'll see you right back here next week.
Thanks for listening to today's podcast. To discuss and learn more about this episode, join your Glory community at bit.ly Glory School Community. First letter of the words are all capitalized. Finally, be sure to sign up for the RSS feed to know when the next episode is uploaded.